This video is my performance in the top 100 qualifiers for Minecraft speedrunning. Everybody here is competing for 4 slots in the prestigious ranked speedrunning tournament to determine the best speedrunner in the world. Now, out of what is only about 60 speedrunners, because not everybody could make it to the tournament, I don't expect to make it to one of these top 4 slots, but I was gonna give it my best shot. These are my stats the day before the tournament. So every little head that you see is a match that I played, and I've been on a very good upwards trend. Currently number 37th in the world, and I've been having some of the best matches of my life. I'm averaging 11 minutes, 11:25, 10:13, 13, 11, 14, 10, 10, 11, 11. I even have a 9-minute completion down here. But I did have one major concern, and that's my PC crashing. I'll show an image on screen right now, but every single yellow arrow is my computer crashing, and I lose the match, not because I got outplayed, but because my computer shuts down. So the day before, I got a new motherboard, and my dad helped me install it in hopes that I wouldn't crash during the tournament. The tournament was pretty early in the morning, so I went on a short walk before hopping on my computer, and I regret not doing as much warm-up as I should have. What you're watching right now is me warming up, but I only did it for 5 or 10 minutes, so my hands weren't the most warm and I wasn't super mentally locked in yet. So from previous tournaments, this shouldn't matter too much because the first 2 seeds are really just a playthrough. As long as you don't make any major mistakes or die during the first 2 seeds, you should be able to make it and move on to the next couple rounds. So without further ado, let's get into the first seed. Now, we do get to know beforehand what the seed type is, which is the only thing that's different than normal ranked gameplay. So I knew it was a Desert Temple immediately. The only really interesting thing here is I'm blowing up the TNT, where I light the TNT before removing all the other ones, which it's a bit risky if you don't break all the other TNT, but you have plenty of time to do so. What's cool about this Desert Temple is there's some gravel at the bottom. So one of the difficulties with a Desert Temple seed is sometimes you might not be able to find gravel or flint to light your portal. In this case, it's just at the bottom, so I use another piece of TNT to blow it up. Leaving the temple, I really want to be keeping track mentally in my head. Where's the wood at? Where's the water at? Where's the food at? There's the main things, so I kill a couple animals, craft up all my tools, and I'm off to the nether. Almost always, you want to be grabbing a bucket of lava before you enter the nether. It's just super useful for taking out hostiles. It's a very linear seed. I think with the first seeds that they give this group of speedrunners, they want it to be pretty straightforward, just so you can kind of expect the best gameplay from everybody. So it's manhunt housing. I built a bridge over lava a little bit, which might be a little bit sketch, and it actually turned out to be more sketch than I thought. I almost died of some piglins. This is definitely not the intended route. I'll try to go pretty fast through these early seeds. So I go to the top of the bastion to loot for some obsidian, throw a quick pearl hang, and find out that I have 19 obsidian instead of 20, which is a really big deal, and it forces me to play home portal here instead of trading for the full 20. And this is definitely a misplay. I should have traded more gold. Maybe there's one piece of obsidian I missed somewhere, but I decided in the moment it's probably worth it to just beeline towards the fortress. It's a fairly easy home portal, and I'm not sure how much time it's going to take to get that last piece of obsidian, so I decided to go to the fortress anyways. So I build up to the blaze spawner, kill the first batch that spawns, and then use my TNT to blow up some more spawning spaces. And the only thing that I have to play differently is I have to get 7 blaze rods instead of 6 because I'm doing a home portal, which turns out to be not that bad. In some situations, it might take a really long time for that last extra blaze rod, and it really sucks to do home portal, but it's not too bad here. So I measure my eyes, and this is really where the big time sink begins to happen. If you don't know, in high-level speedrunning, you'll use a calculator to help determine the location of the stronghold, so you can build it precise nether coordinates to just spawn inside of the stronghold. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to go to the coordinates that I need to, and it's actually kind of cool. On the bottom left, you'll see a couple advancements of people in the end right now, or even beating the game, which is, I guess, another thing I should talk about. Everybody is playing on the same world with the same luck, just on your, we're not actually on the same world, we're on an exact copy of the same world with the same luck, so it's really just showcasing the skill of the speedrunners. Now, if you're a speedrunner, you might start cringing at this point because I'm kind of running around in circles around the same area. I have the exact coordinates that I need to go to, but I'm absolutely just fumbling the bag, and I try to re-go to the right coordinates, and I'm just wasting so much time here. I eventually build my portal, but I've lost precious time, and I need the stronghold to be fast. And it is fast. I play this pretty well. Another thing I should mention before we end up in the end dimension is you play 10 seeds maximum with this tournament. So if you make it to the top 4, you'll have played 10 seeds, and however far you make it, you'll play slightly less. With each seed, you want to make it into the top 50%, so you'll get some points. So with the first couple of rounds, if you make it within the top 24 people, you'll get a couple of points, and that's basically how you stay alive in the tournament. As it goes on, the people who have the lowest amount of points will get kicked out until it gets whittled down to those top 4. So I'm going for a 0 cycle here, very standard 0 cycle. Pretty much everybody should hit this. Nothing super crazy about it, but lots of people are finishing. And mid-0, it's over, and I'm in shock. I was playing this with the idea to warm up. As long as I don't make mistakes, I should stay in, right? But I get reality checked. I'm fine for now, but on seed 3, if I have no points, I will get kicked. After a couple minutes of waiting, we're on to the next seed, which is a ruined portal. So the important things about this seed is you want to get a lot of wood, so you have some blocks, and make sure to grab the 2 gold blocks that are on the ruined portal. Other than that, though, I'm good to enter the nether. Oh, also get a lot of food. You want a lot of food, so I kill a couple of pigs. The nether's a little intimidating at first because it's not super open, but I managed to find the right terrain, and we're on to the bastion, which is coincidentally the fastest bastion you can get. And I'm already on the bastion at 340, so the people selecting the seeds for this tournament are really giving us easy, fast seeds that hopefully are just going to showcase some incredible gameplay. The problem with this bastion, though, is I actually have never practiced this route. Well, I sort of have. So in this bastion, there's like 3 sections. And sometimes those sections can be a triple, is what it's called, because there's 3 chests on top. And so if you get 2 of those, it's called double triple, and that's the fastest bastion route. But in this case, it's actually 3 triples, so it's called triple. And so I trade 2 of the triples worth of resources, but not 3. And this is very critical because I don't get enough resources for a 0 cycle, so I'm gonna have to do a slower way of killing the Ender Dragon. It is a huge mistake here. But we're off to the fortress now at 3 minutes, 30 seconds. It's very close. This seed is like incredible. I can't even remember the fastest completion list. It's actually absurd. I do have kind of an unfortunate pearl, so I have to build up a little bit, but that's not too bad. We got some good blazes, and I'm leaving the nether. The eye measurements are fine, but I see a sheep, and I'm like, okay, I only have 4 explosives. I can't do a 0. Might as well shear it to get the extra bit of explosives, trying to make up for not trading all 3 of the triples. My stronghold split isn't crazy fast, but it's not crazy bad. In the last qualifiers, I lost because I had a really bad stronghold split, so this was about a minute, but I'm entering the end. I'm not really thinking too much is out of the ordinary. I'm entering the end, and only 10 people have finished, so there's 10 slots. I'm in the end game, so I should be able to secure this victory here. I'm playing still pretty casually. I'm actually listening to music right now while I'm streaming, even though like my stream doesn't have the music. So I set up some obsidian at the center and start to shoot down all the crystals, because this makes it a little bit faster for the dragon to perch. I guess not technically, it's just more consistent, and you definitely want to do it in situations like this. So it's slower than a 0 cycle, but pretty much the next best thing. It takes a little bit to perch. It's just RNG how long you're gonna have to wait. But as it's perching, the 24th person has finished the seed. It's over. I've got 0 points, and my tournament life is that much closer to being over. I was muted on stream at the time, but I did make a voice recording in between matches, so I'm gonna play that real quick through my phone.
I genuinely, I can't believe I didn't, I like have to go really fast. I have to clutch up, or I'm just out. Like, I need to start getting points.
So stuff is starting to get real going into this next seed. And my mindset has been to not, like, care too much about the tournament. And I think it's been, like, an attempt to protect myself from feeling bad. Like, I'm scared to really get myself invested in it, because if I lose, then it kind of sucks. So I'm telling myself, it's all right if you don't do well. It's just a game. But that is clearly not working here. And I genuinely do want to play well. So I tell myself, you know what? It's okay. It's okay to care about this, even if you fail and it sucks. But you got to step up your game here. You got to start playing aggressive if you want to have any shot at staying in this tournament. And good news for me, this is a buried treasure spawn, the thing I'm most comfortable with, my bread and butter, and I freaking play it well. But as soon as I enter the nether, big problem. Now the fact that I spawn on top of Bastion, that's pretty good. Another sub 2-minute Bastion. The people who are picking the seeds for this tournament are crazy. These are insanely fast seeds. But the problem is it's another double triple. Pretty much the only Bastion route that I've never practiced. And I know from last seed, I gotta trade out all 3 triples. I didn't get enough resources to 0, and that's what cost me the seed. I entered the end with only with like 14 slots open, and I lost because I couldn't 0 cycle. And so just like last seed, after all the piglins are done trading, I go to check my resources, and I just don't have enough stuff to 0 cycle. So I do not the most conventional or the fastest route, but I do go for this last bit of gold, and it pays off big time. I get enough resources to 0 cycle, and I'm off to the fortress. As soon as I make it to this fortress, I'm thinking play aggressively. I know I have a lot of food, and I'm thinking about what Xylonox has told me about speedrunning, that you can change how you play a fortress based on the time constraints. If you're behind pace, you can pearl more aggressively to try and make up some time. So that's what I'm thinking right here. I'm like, you know what? I need to make up this time. My eye measurements are fine. It is a bit unfortunate that I have to throw 2 eyes here, but I get 100% with my Ninja Brain bot, and I'm off to the stronghold. Unlike that 1 seed, I don't struggle with my coordinates, and I'm making my nether portal at 7 minutes. I thought the skeleton was going to do a lot more damage than he did. Thankfully, I think he only hits me once or something. I have a ton of salmon though. It's like a really good food source, and I'm locked. My nav is pretty good too, so I haven't made a mistake there. I think a skeleton is following me into this portal room though, so I want to enter fast, and I know I have to hit this 0. It's only 8 minutes right now. I'm not sure if anybody's finished the seed. Oh yeah, but 2nd and 3rd place just are finishing the seed right now, so I'm only about 30 seconds behind 1st place, which actually feels pretty good. I'm building with Soul Sand, which is a bit sketchy, but I'm just gonna kind of let this 0 cycle play out. I finished the seed. What I'm now realizing is a sub 9. This is my fastest pace ever. I actually didn't realize. On the top right, you see RTN end. The end time is when the round is over. RTA is my actual time. I got those mixed up. I thought I beat this in 11 minutes, bro. I beat this sub 9, 8:55.
Yes, that's how we do it. Oh my gosh.
13th place, that's how we do it. Unfortunately for me, playing this seed has no effect on the next seed. I have to keep it up. I have to be locked to continue in this tournament. So I load up some practice worlds and practice while we're waiting for the next seed to start. I think this is the biggest break we've had so far. 5 or 10 minutes while the bottom couple of people are getting kicked out because they don't have enough points. And then the familiar sound of the match starting. This time, it's a shipwreck start, so I go down, loot the shipwreck, and actually swim back to the island because I want to be able to craft shears and get a couple extra blocks. I make a little blunder with my crafting, making an iron hoe, so I can still make the shears, but that means I need to get stone for a stone axe, and later in the run, I might craft an iron axe to kill blazes a little bit faster. On the way to the magma ravine, there's a ruined portal, so I snag the 2 gold blocks, open the chest, and get a light, so I don't even have to worry about getting flint. Very standard portal build. I figured I'd show it in case new people haven't seen it. The important thing with these is you want to make sure you're building it near the center of a magma ravine. That way you have access to more lava. The noteworthy thing about this nether is it's a treasure bastion instead of the triple stuff we've been having. This means there's a spawner inside of the bastion, so it actually ruins the normal way we use to find a nether fortress. So I go down to break the spawner, and what you'll usually do is not only break the spawner to find the fortress, but you'll grab a couple gold blocks to trade for extra obsidian in case you don't get 20 or something. But in this case, I've already got 2 extra gold blocks from the rune portal in the overworld, so I'm not really prioritizing that. I'm also just losing a ton of time here. There's a magma slime on me. There's a hoglin down here in the middle of the lava, and I got like 2 or 3 piglins chasing me, so I really just want to open this chest because there's a chance there could be a looting sword here, and if I don't get the looting sword, that just throws the entire run. So I got a couple diamonds, nothing real great, and I decide to leave because there's just a lot of mobs. And hopefully I don't need that extra gold because I should just get 20 obsidian. Unfortunately for me, I checked the trades, only have 14 obsidian. They finished trading all their gold, and like, crap. I don't really have any backups to get the gold blocks. Do I play home portal here so I don't need 20? I mentally stall myself by like crafting an axe, trying to think what the best solution is. I get some backup gold blocks. but I just get 19 obsidian and I say, you know what? I'm just gonna leave and play home portal. But plot twist, remember those 3 diamonds I got from the bottom of treasure? I can make myself a diamond pick, so I don't need 20 obsidian. I just need to mine an extra one, which is, it takes like, what, 10 seconds to mine it with a diamond pick, but much better than having to play home portal, so I'm safe on this seed. I've definitely lost time routing my bastion. As you can see in the bottom left, somebody's entered the end, and I'm just measuring my eyes. But we're still hopefully above or in the top 50 percentile, so we'll get some points when we finish the seed. This is me mining the obsidian, which is actually really good. I didn't forget. You don't do this in a lot of speedruns, so it's a mega throw if you just forget. I'm pretty sure in the last rank qualifiers, that was another one of my mistakes. So I haven't made the same mistakes, which feels really good. I haven't messed up my strongholds, I haven't messed up my portal cords, and I haven't forgotten to mine obsidian, which has coincidentally been the 3 mistakes that lost me in the last season. But I did spawn slightly below the stronghold, and this just depends. Maybe I was 1 block off or built 1 block slightly lower, but I actually don't hit the stronghold. So like right now, I am panicking, bro. I'm thinking, oh no, I missed the stronghold completely. I made the same mistake as last time, but I kind of spoiled it for myself. I'm just slightly below, so I dig down, it's not here. I'm like, okay, do I gotta go up? Oh my gosh, I'm at lava level. I think it's just over at this point. People are finishing 3rd, 4th, 5th place have finished. I need to get in this stronghold ASAP or my chances are just over. I got a diamond pick, which is nice. And right here, relief sets in. I've hit the stronghold. Again, my stronghold split is about a minute, which is, it's not good, but it's not really bad. It's also, it's probably below average, so things are starting to heat up. I need to hit a 0 here. People are starting to finish. Gosh, you're kidding. Oh my gosh. Dude. I might be out. That might be reps. Oh no, dude. Dude. Now because of this, there was no shot I was going to make it to the top 4. It was only a matter of time before I was kicked out of the tournament. But I did get to play 1 more seed, and I could have hung out a little bit longer, but I got some piglins that did some unusual pathing, and I died in the bastion. Now what's cool is I recovered well enough that I entered the end and was 0 cycling, again, on pace, when for, I think, the 3rd or 4th time in this video, it's over as I'm killing the dragon. So close. But that's it. Dang, bro. I gave it my best shot. Like, even if I make that seed, I am, like, still out, but it just sucks. I wish I could keep playing. Man, bro, it was so fun. My computer didn't crash today, which is actually, that was the thing I was most worried about. That's something to be grateful for. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys.